Hi YouTubers, and welcome to another video from Game IQ. Over the next couple of weeks we will be looking at new games being released November 2019. To start us off, I thought it would be a good idea to look at one of the most eagerly awaited games over the last couple of years, and that would be Death Stranding. This game looks absolutely amazing and well worth waiting for. As usual, we will be looking at the gameplay and talking about the details of the game. So without further ado, let's get started.
It ain't as simple as
so a little bit about the game. Death Stranding is an up-and-coming game developed by Kojima Productions and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment for PlayStation 4 and is set to be released on the 8th of November this year. For all the people that have been waiting over the last couple of years, I really do think this is going to be well worth waiting for.
They've torn us apart.
The game is set in the near future. Mysterious explosions have rocked the planet, setting off a series of supernatural events known as the Death Stranding. With spectral creatures plaguing the landscape and the planet on the verge of mass extinction, it is up to Sam to journey across the ravaged wasteland and save mankind from annihilation. Okay, let's have a look at the gameplay. Death Stranding takes place in an open world and is played from a third person and occasionally first person perspective. You play as Sam, a delivery man that is tasked with making your way through the world carrying cargo. While overcoming various environmental obstacles with your equipment, you will have to deal with various enemies while progressing through the main story or undertaking side missions. The game takes place predominantly in the continental United States of the future. Death Stranding has a vast open world, including lush grasslands, forests, Arctic regions, snow-covered mountain ranges, and reddish dusty drylands. All of this open world can be fully explored. Before you embark on deliveries, you can select an amount of cargo to carry, including weapons, personal protective equipment, and travelling equipment. Travelling is a large part of the gameplay, demanding detailed studying of the world's surface, environmental scanning, route planning, consideration of the cargo being carried, and active balancing of Sam as his centre of gravity and stability shift. Part of your equipment is a powered exoskeleton. This can be worn to enable you to carry heavy loads of cargo more easily, or to run much faster and jump significantly further than normal. You can divide heavy loads between up to 2 floating carriers. While in combat, cargo can be dropped to allow for easier movement and picked up again after enemies are dealt with. In addition to this, you must manage systems such as health, stamina, cargo integrity, equipment durability, and power consumption. You can rest and recover lost health and stamina in locations in the world such as safe houses, hot springs, and rest shelters. As usual, if you would like to get a great deal on this game, then don't forget you can find the link in the video description. Though you have melee, combat and firearms at your disposal to deal with enemies, lethal violence against living enemies is not encouraged. You are able to use melee combat and firearms to incapacitate or restrain enemies, or attempt to circumvent them entirely, and may jump, crouch, walk or use vehicles to navigate the world. While under threat from enemies, crouch walking may be used to move stealthily and hide in various cover.
That's why we came prepared.
A bridge baby, huh?
Makes me feel like shit every time.
Well, you are plugging into the other side.
Now, many gamers will ask, what is Sam carrying a baby for? What's it all about? Well, the babies in Death Stranding are known as bridge babies. They act as a connection between the world of the living and the world of the dead. Every time you die in the game, you will end up in the world of the dead. You can wander around this world and affect things within it. However, once you return to the world of the living, what you have done in the world of death will change that world too. The baby can be affected by stress levels, so you'll need to have to monitor it throughout the gameplay and comfort it while carrying it around. Another thing that's been done is that you will be able to rock your controller to comfort your baby rather like in real life, and try and put it to sleep and spookily be able to hear the baby through your controller. The game has a multiplayer option named Strand. This enables online players across the world to indirectly help one another throughout their journeys. Roads, bridges and safe houses can be built across the social strand system, and players may contribute to the construction of such structures. Very cleverly, the paths walked by other players across the social strand system may be observed and travelled to reach destinations. Well-trodden paths will smooth over in time, allowing for faster travel down them. Helpful structures, vehicles and equipment left by other players may be used by you on your travels. All players using these helpful aids can express their gratitude by giving out likes. So all in all, this game looks like it's been well worth waiting for, and I'm sure will be one of the best games released in 2019, if not the best. Let me know whether this is a game you will be buying and what your thoughts are of this video by leaving a comment. As I've said before, I don't just look at the comments, but all my subscribers and fans do, so it's always good to leave feedback so we can have a look at it and read it and actually comment back to you. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please keep an eye out for my next video for new games released November 2019, or better still, subscribe and be prompted as and when new videos are released. Until the next time, all the best and happy gaming, Game IQ.